The 14, 15 is like a weird kind of strange age. They're like, what am I doing? I'm playing minor hockey, but I'm a teenager. There's other different influences that are happening and you're entering a different kind of environment. I know it's a challenging age for a lot of the kids I work with. So when that happens, it does spread. So if you have a player that doesn't work hard, or maybe somebody's having some trouble at home or at school, and that attitude is coming to the rink with them, and then they're bringing that on the ice, and then the other players see it, it will spread through your team. So if you're a coach and you see something that's maybe not on board for the kind of environment you want for your team, it only takes one player to make it very challenging as a coach. So if you want that high intensity, high excellence, players applying themselves, hard work, if you have one player that's not doing it and you don't say anything, then it kind of spreads. I feel like that's one of the challenges I've come, that has happened to me, and I try to squash that right away. And I don't like to call any players out. I don't want to approach them because, like I said, most times, when I do see that, it's usually some external factor, and I'm cognizant of. I have to be careful because for some players, this is like they're 2 hours away from whatever challenging situation they might have outside of the rink, whether it's at home or at school, and it's like their time to get away. So you don't really know what these players are dealing with, especially when they're getting 13, 14, 15. It's a tough age. So I'm trying to be careful.
I completely agree with 13, 14, 15 being an awkward age. I'm coaching a house league team that's age right now. Last year, I was coaching like 12, 13, and I would give out candy at the end of practice, and the kids would fight over the candy. And this year, I'm doing like 13, 14, and I'm offering candy, and 3/4 of the kids don't want it. So there's a big change that's happening there.
I just had a conversation with a kid yesterday, and I let him know what it was like for me. I was like, yeah, I was going through this transition where it was minor hockey, and then you got to have this pro mentality where if you don't feel like doing it some days, you can just show up at a game and whatever, it's minor hockey. But if you do that at the OHL level, you're not going to be there too long. You take a day off, okay, you can get away with it. You have 2 bad games in a row, then you're probably not playing the third day. If you come back and play again like that, you're probably going to get traded, and that's it. It just stops. So you have to figure out how much you love it and how much better you want to get. And I feel like that 14, 15, 16 is like if you want to pursue a career in hockey, there is a little bit of a change you have to make, and you're gonna transform yourself into that pro mentality, and it's difficult to have because it's minor hockey, right? You're supposed to have fun. These are kids. At the same time, you got OHL teams looking at you. Do you want to do this professionally? Do you want to take this to the next level? Then you have to think outside of that minor hockey, go to the rink, pizza party mode. Maybe that's the ugly side of hockey, but it's the system we have.